Hello everybody and welcome back on my channel. Today I want to talk about my trip to London, and I went there because of Art Olfaction Award. It was founded by Saskia Wilson-Brown and they are based in LA, California, USA, and their mission is to raise the interest and awareness of artistic, independent and experimental work with scent. And that is a very appealing concept to me because you know how much I support independent and artisan perfumery on my channel. Basically, probably all of my reviews are on indie perfumes, and I just find this very inspiring when people follow their dreams, when they create outstanding, unique perfumes, when they not necessarily follow the trend, when they just want to tell a story and want to do that in the unique way. And that is what Art Olfaction Awards supports, that is what I support, and they just want to award most talented and creative perfumers for their amazing work, for being different, and that is what I stand for as well. There are 5 different categories. So there is artisan category, there is independent category, the Sadakichi Award for experimental work with scent, the award for a person who made a contribution to the culture of scent, and also the Aftel Award, which is new. It is called fort&manle Aftel, and it is for handmade perfumes. So I went there and I filmed this ceremony for you. It was an incredible evening, so cool, and the MC of the evening was Miguel Matos, who is my good friend. I'm sure you guys know him from Fragrantica, where he is editor and writer, and he did an incredible job. He was so entertaining, funny, really cool. I just love him. So I highly recommend you to watch this video and get inspired. I know it is a little bit long, but I didn't want to cut out a lot of things. And you know, I don't think that you have a lot of chances to see how events like this work. I don't think that a lot of you guys go to events like that, and you know, I'm not gonna tell you about Art Olfaction Award, about categories and judges, all the things, because I want those people who did that talk, because those are professionals and I think that their work is absolutely impressive. And I know this video is kind of different and maybe not for everybody, but guys, it is really worth watching it. I'm telling you, you'll see, you will really enjoy it, because it's like being there without going to London waiting for visa like I did. So I kind of made all the work for you. And the last thing that I want to tell you guys is that I really want to join Art Olfaction Award, work with them, for them, and I hope that it will happen one day. So that being said, now enjoy the vlog and make sure that you stay till the end.
Of the Art Olfaction Awards, I was destined to be your host today, and it's the first time I do something like this, so let's go. I don't like to read things, but I was afraid that I would collapse here and not having anything to say, so excuse me, but I have to read. And also, I can't deal with the printer, so I'm reading from my cell phone. Well, how rude of me for not introducing myself. I am Miguel Matos, I'm a scent nerd, like most of you. And I'm also one of Fragrantica's executive editors. And I have my own projects of scent art, some fragrance creative direction. Me as a fragrance writer, I spend my time sniffing things and having these amazing trips, except that I am a privilege because I get paid for that and it doesn't give me a hangover. Living in Lisbon, a place with absolutely no fragrance culture, where niche perfumeries are still a strange novelty, my life is at home, in my pajamas, all day, with 2 cats and hundreds of perfume bottles, trying to make sense of all these releases and trying to inspire someone to smell. So when I travel to Aix-en-Provence, to PT, to the amazing events promoted by the Institute for Art Olfaction, to the Art Olfaction Awards, what I get is the feeling of sharing, of being with my peers, of even when I don't know them, or at least all of them very well. There is something that unites us, I think. And many times it's just not just fragrance, it's a mindset. Because I believe that aroma chemicals and essential oils, they must have a physical effect on the brain. We're all a bit insane, aren't we? This is what I think the Art Olfaction ceremony is for, not to be insane. To break that feeling of working alone and not recognizing our efforts, which you can now. To celebrate our days of weighing formulas, of playing with notes, of meeting the accountants, of convincing retailers, buyers and clients that you have something special to offer, of trying to come up with creative ways to communicate scent, to come together as a creative collective with curious noses and something in common. It's a tired idea, yes, but all finalists here can consider themselves winners. As for the winners, the actual ones, the awards are above all with which you can get the attention you need in order to continue developing your brands, your projects, your dreams. This is, above all, a celebration of our love for scent. And that's it. Now, I'll give you the incredible Saskia.
Okay, what did I want to say? It's the 5th year of the Art Olfaction Awards. A lot of you guys have been here from the beginning. Who has come to an awards event before? Yeah, quite a few of you actually. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the challenges this year. So every year we sort of are broadsided by some surprise that we didn't expect. Last year we had to really think about how we defined artisan. What do we think by artisan? And that's sort of the major change this year, I think, is that we've redefined how we qualify artisan perfumes. We understand now that artisan practices don't necessarily take the form of how we in North America sometimes understand it, as in somebody in their kitchen or their lab doing everything by hand. We understand that actually in order to be artisan, sometimes you need a little help, particularly when it comes to regulations in Europe. So I guess my big news is that this year the artisan category, as I'm sure you're all aware, has expanded a little bit, and in order to counterbalance that, we've added a new award called the AFTEL Award for Handmade Perfume, which will be presented by Antonio later. In honor of the practice that Mandy AFTEL sort of pioneers of hand-making every little batch in small batches by yourself. As you all know, the judging process is quite a process. As my husband Micah can attest, we basically start receiving packages in about September and process all these vials every day, all day and night. This year we made about 8,500 vials to send to all the judges around the world. What we did this year was we actually wrote out a code of ethics that we asked all the judges to adhere to. And I'm just going to take a moment to read it out, even though it's a little bit boring, because it's really one of the core tenets of what we do here. So here we go. Our code of ethics is respect and follow the judging parameters provided by the Art Olfaction Awards. Be constructive in your notes and feedback. Do not allow your scores to be influenced by commercial or personal considerations. Do not have off-the-record conversations with submitters. Do not respond if anybody reaches out in an attempt to influence a score. Do not allow a personal bias to influence your scores. Do not use information obtained during the process for your own or any other person's or organization's advantage. Do not use information obtained during the process to disadvantage or discredit others. Respect the confidentiality of the judging process and of the submissions. Do not reveal any details of any submission to anyone outside the Art and Olfaction Awards management team, ever. Do not share your opinions with one another during the judging process, and declare all potential conflicting interests. So, I say this all because the judges are people that I know personally. I talk to quite a bit before they're invited to judge. And they're all really superlative people. So we're going to list them out right now, but just quickly, could all the judges stand up at once and just give a little round of applause? I should also note that the judges take this on as a service to the community. They're not paid. They don't do this because they have free time. They do this because they believe in what we're all trying to do here. So, thanks guys.
So first, let us list out the judges from the independent category, the shortlisting committee. These judges selected the 10 shortlisted finalists in the independent category from the pool of submissions. Andy Tower, Antonio Gardoni, Christopher Gordon, Brown Osborne, Pioneer, Harald Buchner, Josh Meyer, Sarah McCartney.
So for the Artisan Category Shortlisting Committee, these judges selected the 10 shortlisted finalists in the Artisan category from the pool of submissions. Andreas Wilhelm, Viviana Kuval, Dana El Masri, John Spencer Lewis, Matthias Janke, Ulrike Knoll, and Spiros Christopoulos.
So here are the independent and artisan finalist judges. These judges selected the winners in the artisan and independent categories out of the shortlisted perfumes. Cristiano Panari, Denise Boyer, Jean Goy, Clayton Cookery, Luca Troy, Mark Angel, and
Halder Suppleman. Okay, the Sadakichi Awards, shortlisting and finals. We do the Sadakichi Award judging a little bit differently. We have the same people for both the shortlist and the finals because it requires a lot more knowledge about the project. So these judges selected the five finalists, and the winner from the pool of experimental category submissions. Ashraf Osman, Carlos Budi, Darren Klein, Sarah Baker, Salman Niedenthal, and Zoe Crozier.
These judges will selected the winners of the EFTA Award for Handmade Perfume from the 10 top-scoring qualifying artisan submissions. Frédéric Jacques,
I welcome to the stage perfumer Sarah McCartney.
Well, hello. Welcome to my city. I arranged the weather. Thank you. I didn't actually judge this category. I entered this category. So I entered 3 fragrances in this category. I would like now to tell you about 10 people who beat me. So the finalists we have Bees Bliss by Sonoma Scent Studio of the USA, perfumer Laurie Erickson. Now the people who are here, I can't actually see you, but I would like you to stand up, and that's not to embarrass you, it's because we're all really interested in what you look like. So, the next one on the list, Chien Noir by Bedo from the UK, perfumer Amanda Beadle. Cigar Rum by Strangers Parfum of Thailand, perfumer Prin Longros. Club Design by The Zoo of the US and Germany, perfumer Christophe Laudemiel. Impression de Giverny by Fort and Manle, Australia, perfumer Rasi Fort. Silphium by Stora Skogen of Sweden, perfumers Thomas Helper with Ola Hemmensdorf. Touchstone by Ether Arts Perfume of the USA, perfumer Amber Jobin. Mora by Prin Parfum Thailand, perfumer Prin Longros again. Okay, Villa M by Paul Schutz Perfume of the UK, perfumer Paul Schutz. And Wonderly by House of Oud of Italy, creative director and perfumer Andrea Cosotti. So I would like to welcome Mark Loveday up to the stage to present the first winner.
Creating a fragrance that is both complex and accessible is a challenge. And all of this year's outstanding nominees have succeeded brilliantly. Therefore, I am delighted to present the 2018 Artisan Category Golden Pear Award to the first of tonight's winners. Hang on. Yes? And the winner is Chien Noir by Amanda Beadle.
This is wonderful and really exciting. Thank you so much. Thank you to Saskia and the team at Art Olfaction for creating and organising this amazing celebration of independent and artisan perfumery. Thank you also to all the people in the perfumery world who are educating us and sharing their expertise and their knowledge and opening up this wonderful world of perfumery to us. And in particular, my personal thanks to Sarah McCartney, who's been my great inspiration. Thank you, Sarah. I also thank my friends and family for their unending support and encouragement and putting up with me saying, "What do you think of this one?" so many times. And finally, I'd also like to thank Black Dog Hill Vineyard, who are based in Sussex, and they had the belief in me and commissioned Chien Noir, which is my very first perfume. So thank you all very much. I'm thrilled today.
As a perfume writer, I am frequently very inspired by other perfume writers. And the woman I'm about to call to the stage is one of them. A person that I read very often. I would like to welcome to the stage Denise Baudieu.
Hello, friends and perfume lovers. I've been asked not to talk too much about the judging process, but there is one thing. I have the honor and the privilege of being a judge in several different perfume awards, including the French Fifi Awards for niche and independent perfumery. The process that we use at the Art Olfaction Awards is, to me, what reflects the most accurately the artistry in perfumery, which is to say that we have anonymous files, but we don't just have the smells, we have the intentions. We have little bits of writing to tell us what window of the world the perfumers wanted to open. Because perfumes are also, as Miguel said in his way, about words, and about the words that make us understand that universe that has no shape, no visual, almost no form. Shaking a little bit because, yeah, the envelope thing is... The second winner in the Artisan category is Christophe Damiel for Club Design by the Zoo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Saskia and the whole IO, to organize these awards. You know, they are very, very special for us. Like Denise and Saskia explained, they are extremely difficult to organize, and they are very, very rigorous to make them in a very ethical way. Thank you for the judges also, because it's a lot of work to judge those awards. I need to say, I will not thank the people who make it very, very hard on the artisan and independent perfumers to grow. We need to encourage much more as an industry. You know, I'm both in the commercial side and the artisan side. And we should encourage, like in music and in computer science, the smaller ones that want to grow. So Saskia encourages that very, very much, and I think it's extremely worth mentioning. And the last thing I want to say is about the code of ethics that Saskia showed. In the zoo, you will see there are quite a few twists that I'm injecting into the zoo, not just some special scent, but also some special twist to encourage everybody, to give ideas to everybody, to their initiatives that we should have as an industry. And one of them, I have the zoo police. Yes, in the zoo you have a guide, so you should read about the guide. And then there's a zoo police, and there's a very strict code of ethics. So you should read that. And if we could all embrace this kind of ethic that the industry has not embraced yet, I think that would be fabulous. Voilà. So I hope there will be many, many more artisans and independents next year, so that we blow up that category, give much, much, much more work to Saskia, and that we are as many as poets and musicians and architects around the world. Voilà. But thank you so much again. Thank you.
Next is Andy Tower, one of the legends in perfumery, in niche perfumery. I would like to call him to stage.
Thank you, Miguel. It's fantastic being here. Two things. First, I would really like to thank the team behind the Institute of Art and Olfaction. I was a judge. One day you get a FedEx shipment with a lot of samples, over-labeled, the process is clear, they deal with my handwriting. I think the job that we are seeing here, done behind the scene, is absolutely fantastic. The second thing, so I was advised not to say thank you to Saskia for her passion and enthusiasm and for keeping everything together. So I cannot do that. So I just say, Saskia, we love you. Okay, a technical detail what independent actually means in this context. So the independent category is for brands that employ an external contract perfumer or fragrance house to create a perfume formula. As simple as that. Okay, so I will come to the finalists, and if you're in the room, please stand up. So we have AEOM by Bichon from Germany. Perfumer is Céline Sarkodian for Oliver Babbage. Then we have Amksun Amon by Anima Mundi from Switzerland. Perfumer Christian Galabro and Bea Cassotti for Emilia Indo. And we have Cacao Aztec by Paris Monte Carlo from Monaco. Perfumer is Mathieu Nardin for Jean-Luc Paris. Then we have Eau de Virginie by Poupée La Fleur de Rocher. Perfumer Jean-Claude Chigido for Virginie Roux. The Elephant by Zoologist from Canada. And then there is Nuit de Bakelite by Naomi Goutsier from France. Perfumer Isabelle Boignan for Naomi Goutsier. Next in the list is Ozan by Talisman Collezione Preziosa from Italy. Perfumer Giovanni Festa for Stefania Sveglia. And we have the Pink Heart version 6 by Map of the Heart from Australia. Perfumer Jacques Hublier, Lisline Figui, Susanna Blair, Jackie Darling, and Giovanna Aizardi. And last but not least, we have Rose Olivier by Bastide. Perfumer is Mathieu Nardin for Frederic Fekkai. So from London, that's UK, by Gallivant Perfumes. Perfumer And now I welcome Dominique Prunel, that we all know from the magazine Le Nez.
Hi everyone, so I'm very happy and thrilled to be here and partner with you. So, I'm pleased to present the first winner in the independent category. Winner is... Nice envelope, Saskia. Very great. So, sorry. So, and the winner is L'eau de Virginie by Au Pays de la Fleur d'Oranger. One of the same, the perfumer is Jean-Claude Gigodo.
Many thanks. My English is not so bad, but I tried. Many thanks to Saskia about that, and the team also. And my brand Au Pays de la Fleur d'Oranger from France and south of France. And my brand favorite is the flower. And inside L'eau de Virginie you find mimosa and tubereuse. And the finalist idea, it's about woman right, and it's a beautiful day. Thank you.
Here I am again. Last year, as most of you may know, every Art Olfaction Award comes with an experimental scent summit. And last year I was very inspired by someone who made some scent, how do you call it? It's a DJ for scent. Scent jockey, yeah, with a fan and the woman singing, and he was diffusing aroma chemicals and essential oils in the air that together they combined to create it in the final fragrance, and we were just spectators of the development while the music was also developing. Spiros Rosopoulos, I welcome you to the stage, wonderful perfumer and also very interested in experimental practices.
Yeah, what to say? I mean, actually, I would like to connect to what Miguel's saying about, you know, working by yourself in your lab, or like everybody's doing individually. But then we have the awards, which is of course about the winners, but it's more about, to me at least, it's even more about the awareness, because at the end of the day, this is what the industry, whether you're independent, artisan, experimental, this is what we all need. We need to create more awareness. We have to make sure that the public gets to know about us because we are the alternative. So in one way we work together, at the same time we have to deviate in order to prove that we are the alternative. So the awards is about that, from celebrating the deviation and creating awareness. So with that being said, of course I have an award to present. The winner is Nuita Bakali by Naomi Good.
Thank you very much for the Art Olfaction Awards. Really, it's an honor, and thank you to the judges and also for the other finalists and winner. Saskia, your brilliance, determination and passion has set apart a new category for people that enjoy and love and have a passion for perfume. Nuit de Bakelit is our 5th fragrance. As you know, I'm not a perfumer, and this to go into fragrances was a natural extension of my microcosm, a different way to express a material. So this is a great honor that it's our 5th fragrance and your 5th year. Nuit de Bakelit was a collaboration very close of 3 people, myself, Renaud Couturier, and of course the marvelous Isabelle Donner. I would love for Isabelle to say whatever she likes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I take advantage of this night to thank Naomi, because she's a very humble person, but she's a great artist and creator, and I have one of her creations here, which I'm very proud of it. And so we exchange creations, and it was a great collaboration, and we hope, well, now we are more than great friends. So that's what is the richness of this adventure. We found so wonderful friends, and the adventure will continue, I'm sure. So, and thanks to Saskia for this nice evening and everything. And thanks for my students also. I know one of them is in this area tonight that supports me for such a long time, and I'm very proud of this prize, because they will be proud of me. So.
One of the next invited people to come here is Simon Liedenthal, which comes to present the Sadakichi Award.
The Sadakichi Award for Experimental Work with Scent honors experimental practitioners who make unconventional use of scent outside the domain of traditional perfumery. So I'm going to announce the finalists, and I'll also give a brief description of the projects, and I'll ask the artists, if present, to stand. This year's finalists are Olfactory Games by Maki Ueda. Olfactory Games is an olfactory art course entitled Smell and Art, developed in 2009 at the Art Science Interfaculty in The Hague. Students learn a conceptual and abstract approach to the medium of smell, focusing on its qualities and experience without a need for narrative or context. Additionally, they learn chemical skills by extracting and composing smells to support their creations. The students are encouraged to develop olfactory games that challenge the imagination and cultivate new forms of scent dissemination and future olfactory artworks. The second finalist is Under the Horizon by Oswaldo Macia. Under the Horizon is an olfactory acoustic sculpture situated in an art gallery. A plinth elevates a bath to eye level where the taps are constantly running unchecked, filling the tub with a black liquid holding this scent of under. The smell composition draws from the scent of organisms growing under the earth, specifically carrots, an everyday foodstuff that receives little special attention. This artwork is accompanied by sounds of military uniforms being stitched by machines in a Bulgarian factory, mixed with the sound of artificial rain. The third finalist is Smoke Flowers by Peter de Cooper. In Smoke Flowers, artist Peter Cooper lets big and small flowers take revenge on the human population by regurgitating industrial air pollution. Moved by the abusive impact that modern industry and contemporary lifestyles have on nature's purity, de Cooper designed a real bed of flowers to retaliate. These little flowers are invisibly equipped with minuscule tubes that spit out a hint of smoke every now and then, surprising viewers by emitting the scent of intense air pollution and not the pleasant smell of a flower. Smoke flowers. Our fourth finalist is, I don't know how to do this. Whoa! Pineapple Nails by Elisa Cohen. Whoa! Pineapple Nails is a sculpture made of red cedar acrylic nails, acrylic paint, and a customized scent. The artwork is a part of a larger body of work entitled I Don't Get It, a multimedia gallery installation about human intimacies. A 2-channel video entitled Whoa, 1 and 2, is featured in the exhibition, and the sculptures and photographs take cues from the narrative of the video. The scent is composed of 3 accords: cedar wood shavings, cut ripe pineapple, and a nail salon. Whoa, pineapple nails. And our 5th and final finalist is The Library's Smell by Histako Nuye. And more. The Library Smells is an exhibition that took place at the Museum Villa Stuck in Munich. During her stay in Munich, Nuye collected the smells of about 70 books in antiquarian bookshops and the homes of friends, of which a selection of 22 were exhibited. 10 of these books were subjected to sensory analysis and visualized in a spider chart. With the aid of a GCMS device, 18 odor compounds were isolated and presented in vials, allowing visitors to compare the smells in the vials with those of the books. The Library Smell. Now to announce the winner, London-based artist and perfumer, Sarah Baker.
I like the way that you say my name, Simon. Sarah Baker. I wanted to really point out that all of the finalists are winners. It was actually a really difficult process to get to the final 5, and maybe it's like that in the other categories, but if you submitted this year and you didn't make it, try again, because I think that the experimental category is always changing, and it's something that gets reinvented, because that's what the category is. Under the Horizon by Oswaldo.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Saskia. Listen, I am a sculptor. I am not preparing a speech. I didn't expect to have that. Yeah, thank you. That's it. I see you did not. It's room for the conceptual art and the smell. We need more smell in the museums. This prize, that's quite nice. I need to give it to Ricardo because he's the guy who knows about the molecular smell. That's for you.
I'm going to call this guy who I became friends with. He likes to create perfumes with garlic, absolute, and tuberose. He is also one of the sexiest beards in the perfume industry. I'd like to welcome Antonio Gardoni.
I'm not thanking Saskia or anybody else, because they just do what they have to do. And they have to do it more and more and more, and they have to leave any other activity they have just to do this. And because we need it. And I'm so proud and honored to be kind of a part of this family, as Miguel called it. But even more honored tonight to present the AFTEL Award, to announce the winner. The AFTEL Award for Handmade Perfume winner is, I hope I will pronounce it right, Pays d'Ogon by Monsillage by Isabelle Michaud.
Hello everybody. Unlike my predecessor, I did prepare something, or else nobody would have come here. Thank you so much. I'm very honored to be the first recipient of the AFTEL Award, named after Mandy AFTEL. Thank you to all judges on the Artisan and AFTEL Award juries for blindly following your noses and seeing something special in Pays d'Ogon. I too started late in perfumery, and I believe that the urgency of making something happen, combined with the fierce independence that is reaffirmed with age, makes for a great driving force not to be underestimated. Thank you to the Art Olfaction Awards for being a driving force of their own. Saskia does not like to be thrown flowers, but it is inevitable to mention your name, as not everybody could have pulled this off. One needs to have gravitas to create a parallel universe that is organized, recognized, and respected. You are a guiding light in the universe of niche perfumery, and your exceptional team. For those of you who were at Essence, or watched the video when the names of the finalists were announced, Saskia described the ARTISAN Awards as for people who make perfume at home with their cats. Although I adhere to this statement, as I too make perfume at home but with my dog, I would like to expand a little on the definition. ARTISAN Award contenders are the punk rockers of perfumery. At some point in their life, they say, "Fuck this, I'm making perfume." And then their journey begins. There's a chance they'll suck at it, and there's a chance they'll be part of a revolution in the industry. That's what the Art Olfaction Awards are all about. So I've compiled a few ingredients necessary to be able to make perfume at home with your cats. There has to be a void in an industry of giants that control almost everything, including knowledge and suppliers. There has to be a not-so-regularized capitalist society where people want to make a buck and which makes possible the purchase of smaller quantities and supplies and materials. There has to be a few generations of individuals whose parents have told them they can do and try anything. There has to be a bunch of consumers that have grown to value independent thinking, difference, locally made, etc., etc. There needs to be a dynamic tech industry that allows you to manage your business online and reach your niche customer. You have to have a hunter and gatherer mentality to acquiring knowledge. And you have to have a fierce desire to be totally free and independent and want to grow your business slowly, one client at a time, one opportunity at a time. Thank you for this incredible recognition. It's a great time to be making perfume, and I am so proud to be a part of this with all of you. Long live the ARTISAN Awards!
Are you coming here to explain the next award?
Absolutely. Celebrating the work of one outstanding person who has made significant contributions to global public awareness of artisan, independent, and experimental practices with scent on an international scale is the Contribution to Scent Culture Award. In this work, he proposed that plants would begin to exact their revenge on humans for polluting our earth by spitting out pollution from their own blooms. But his significant contributions to scent culture over the past year and beyond go beyond that as well. There's this educational work in Belgium for the Art Senses Lab at PXL MAD in Hasselt, where he teaches young art practitioners about the commingling of art and scent in the only master's visual arts course in the world that puts scent, taste, and touch first. And his book, 20 Years Working with Scent, which puts into context over 472 pages, the work of an artist so core to our understanding of where art and olfaction meet. By now you've probably guessed that this artist is Peter de Couberet. Peter is a personal inspiration. We are so honored on behalf of the Institute for Art and Olfaction to present him the Contribution to Scent Culture Award.
I was speechless. I never thought to stand here because People who knows me know that I mostly, for the time when I give speeches, I can be very... For me, everyone here is a winner, and everyone who's using scent in the world is a winner. Because it's the most important thing that we have every day when we breathe. We breathe in what we smell, and it gives context, and that's the most important thing working with fragrances.
And that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching it till the last minute, and I hope that you really enjoyed. And if you did, then please give me a thumbs up so I can make more videos like this. Please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also feel free to hit that notification button so you will be updated when I post a new video, and also share this video with your friends. And that is all. We will see each other in the next one really soon. Bye guys.